Hi everyone, I'm Lisa and welcome to Lisa's Stamp Studio. Today's quick tip is revolving around the shimmer paint. You'll be able to find this in the brand new Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog here on page 38. It does come in 4 different colors. We've got bright copper, champagne mist, frost white, and Vegas gold. I'm going to be using the champagne mist in today's quick tip video, and I want to teach you 3 different ways that you can use the shimmer paint. I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock here, and I have an image from the Merry Little Labels stamp set. I'm going to make a Christmas tag. I'm going to stamp this image in Night of Navy ink. Before I punch it out with the coordinating everyday label punch, I wanted to add some color and shimmer to this tag. And that's one way that you can use the shimmer paint. So I'm going to go ahead and shake it up. You'll hear that there's like a small ball inside that's mixing it up. And I'm going to open up the cap. You're going to want to pick up the color from inside the cap and not inside the bottle. I'm going to be using a Sponge Dauber, and I used this one previous to the video on this exact same project. You're going to dip your Sponge Dauber inside the shimmer paint. And if you're not sure on how strong it's going to be, you can certainly stamp it off a little bit. But watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to add color right over this tag before I punch it out. Not only is it going to add shimmer, it's going to actually add color because it's taking the dye from the ink and smearing it with the chemical in the shimmer paint. As it begins to dry, you'll be able to see the shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful. You're going to want to make sure that you get all the pigmentation off of your dauber, or wash it out well with soap and water, let it air dry, and then you can dedicate a dauber to shimmer paint in a specific color, this being the champagne. I'm going to go ahead and cap that, and then with the everyday label punch, I'll go ahead and I will punch this out, make a beautiful quick Christmas tag. The second way involves the Stampin' Spritzer. I unscrewed the top, and I placed about 3 drops of the shimmer paint down inside. So just watched how much I put in. You need very little. Then what I did is I added rubbing alcohol to the rest of the spritzer. You can see that the shimmer paint is resting here at the bottom. It doesn't matter what percentage of alcohol that you're using. I'm using 70%. Once I've got it in there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shake that up to dissipate that shimmer paint throughout the barrel of the spritzer. I have a piece of Mary Merlot cardstock, and I'm going to use this as an example. You can add this to your finished project for the most beautiful shimmer. Make sure that the nozzle is pointing away from you. It's very, very small. And I'm going to press down, and I'm about a good 4 or 5 inches away. Make sure your work surface is covered. As the alcohol begins to dissipate, you're going to see that this leaves behind the most beautiful, subtle shimmer. You can cap this and just leave it stored inside your stamp room to use over and over again. And once it's run out, you can add more shimmer paint and more alcohol and just keep reusing the same spritzer. My third way is going to involve Stays On ink and an outline image because we're going to do some coloring. Now I've already mixed this before the video, but I want to talk you through it. You're going to take a tiny bit of your shimmer paint and you're going to drop it into a drop of reinker. I've used a drop of rich raspberry, and I mean just a drop. The darker tones are very rich in pigmentation, so you will not need very much. You're going to want to dedicate a paintbrush to this technique because it will leave a shimmer resistance behind that will be carried over into your other projects. Just make sure that you clean the brush well with mild soap and water so that you get the pigmentation out before you use another color. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shimmer paint and I'm going to mix it right inside the ink refill. And then I'm just going to paint in my image. You can see that it runs real smoothly and it's easy to apply. You can get light and dark areas very easily by picking up more pigmentation from the ink refill. When it's dry, you have this absolutely stunning shimmer image. You can see this one I used on a darker color for a lot more strength and depth of tone compared to this one, just based on how much shimmer paint you use in correlation to the actual ink refill. So you can get varying shades for your projects. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're interested in receiving copies of the current annual and holiday catalogs, I would be more than happy to send you complimentary copies. Just leave me a comment below. Make sure you get your hands on the brand new shimmer paint in any of the 4 colors. You'll be able to find information down in the link of this video below. Thanks so much for joining me, everyone. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.